My utmost respect and admiration goes out to the writers and mangaka that have to go through these circumstances that I just read in this article. We already read a lot of times about Eiichiro Oda's schedule and how he only had 3 hours of sleep. The interview that I just found is a little bit older. This is before even that, and the working conditions that he had to go through even before getting to having 3 hours of sleep a night, which, I mean, that already sounds abysmal and like, whoa, how the fuck are you living? But finding out him and Akira Toriyama, what he had to go through, it really starts to make me look at it like, oh shit, I know why these people hang it up after a while. I know why, even though Akira Toriyama Dragon Ball was at the peak of popularity, you know, the Majin Buu saga, everybody was going crazy, and he had to walk away. Why Kishimoto, no matter how many people beg him, please do more Naruto, he's like, I can't do it, bro. It's because this is disturbing. In this article, I read that pretty much Akira Toriyama, back in his heyday, had 20 minutes of sleep in 6 days. I am not bullshitting you. And Eiichiro Oda, prior to having this 3 hours of sleep per night, used to have 2 hours of sleep every 2 days in 15-minute increments. That is fucking horrible. That is absolutely unlivable. I can tell you as a man, I give, again, my utmost respect to them because I would never be able to do that. Just period. Like, I go 24, 36 hours without sleep and I want to kill everyone in sight because I'm just such a grouch and angry and can't do it, and I'm just like dying. Like, there's times where, sometimes when you don't see videos or whatever, I might have some videos planned. I might have some reviews. I might have read something that I want to, you know, make a video about, but I physically sometimes just can't do it because I've been up all night or something like that, so I can't do it. Imagine that, just sitting there drawing with 15 minutes of sleep in a couple days, or 20 minutes of sleep in 6 days. That is terrible. I'll read the article and we'll talk some more. Making manga is not easy. Something has to give, and that something is usually sleep. Eiichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece, is an infamous workaholic. His hero, Dragon Ball creator Akira Toriyama, is no slouch. In an interview from ages ago, the two talked about their hectic work schedules. Now, while working, I only sleep 2 hours every 2 days, Oda said at that time. That's not all at once, but divided up into 15 minutes at a time. But again, don't worry, because now Oda sleeps 3 hours a day, right? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, he gets a lot of sleep now, huh? There was a time where I slept only 20 minutes over the span of 6 days, recalled Toriyama. It was like I was going to die. Last year, Toriyama said he wasn't sleeping at all while doing Dr. Slump. Both agreed that it was much better for your work to get rest. Let me add that that's also good for your health. Toriyama asked Oda if he'd ever fallen asleep while drawing, and Oda said he had not, but while sleepy, he had done things like drawn Luffy in Nami's clothing, joking at how surprising Luffy was with boobs. First of all, that's fucking hilarious. Luffy and Nami's body, like, yo, that's crazy. That sounds funny as fuck. But on a serious note, that's terrible. Like, honestly, that's unlivable, and I think to a certain degree, Shonen Jump should be held accountable for things like this. I think the strict schedules that they have these people on, and the constant, you know, whipping them, cracking the whip on them, not literally whipping them, you know what I mean? It's terrible. Like, honestly, this is just flat out bullshit. And now I understand when mangaka do what they do. Granted, I'm not giving a pass for some of the BS that happens. I'm looking at you, Tagashi, like, you know, going 2-3 years without chapters and shit like that. That's just at that point, okay, then hang it up, you know, just hang it up or whatever. But like, at the very least, you know, now they're getting a little bit more understanding, I think, which is still not really too much, because at the end of the day, 3 hours of sleep is not much. But at the end of the day, with Oda, for example, I think now every few weeks to a month, they give him a day off. They give him a week off, shall I say. You know, he always has that little break, which we as fans sometimes get impatient and we're like, fuck, you know, I want that chapter, man. I want that next One Piece chapter. But the man needs it. So I understand, and I fully encourage him to take that week off, because look what he's doing to himself. Look what these people are doing to themselves. Maybe if these conditions weren't as bad, we would still have more Naruto manga. Maybe if the conditions weren't that bad, Dragon Ball would have went on for another 5 years. But this is physically almost like slave labor, especially considering the fact that not every mangaka makes it. Not every mangaka or every manga becomes Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Hunter x Hunter. Not every series is going to make that money. So you got to think, if a writer is making pigeon peas, like they ain't making jack shit, and they have that sleep schedule, that is where you start thinking, yo, I'm making less than minimum wage, like shit is so bad. what the fuck am I doing? And I'm killing myself on top of that. I understand this is my dream, but do I really want to do it? I think at that particular point, when you hear things like that as a writer and an aspiring mangaka, for example, you should really think twice if this is something that you're ready for, because personally, I know no matter how much I love something, I could never put myself through that physical and mental stress because it's way too overwhelming. Let me know what you guys think about this though. First of all, Toriyama doing 20 minutes of sleep within 6 days. What do you think about that? And Oda getting 2 hours every 2 days with 15-minute increments. Like, your thoughts? Because honestly, I just feel like it's disgusting. Like, these people deserve better. They have done stories that have changed people's lives. So many people I hear, you know, I became a better person because of Goku. This was my childhood, and changing all these lives while these people are killing themselves to do so. I don't know, it just sounds really disturbing. And again, I honestly respect the shit out of these people because I know I could never do it, so kudos to these motherfuckers. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.